It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock. It's time to open up our charts, take out our tee sextant, and take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game news stories that might affect our week. And it's a pretty quiet week so far, but it's still Monday. We've only got 3 stories, really. Number 1 story is Critical Role's announcement that the next major campaign that they will be doing during the summer and going probably until Hawaii, probably until Halloween, will be the Age of Umbra, a Souls-like. Guys, we got to stop using that. Is Souls-like the new punk? It's like punk, liminal, Souls-like. I don't know. The new Souls-like campaign that Mercer has designed, A World Without Gods, interesting, for Daggerheart. Not 5th edition, not 6th edition, not any early edition, not D&D at all. No, the next campaign that they will be doing, don't know if this is a short-term campaign or a medium-length campaign, but the next campaign they will be doing is Daggerheart's Age of Umbra, based upon the playtest adventure that's inside the Daggerheart book about this world that Mercer designed called Umbra, I guess, which is a Souls-like dark black company style. There's no gods, very simple magic, very mudcore. Yeah, I don't know why you use the word Souls-like. Does that mean if they go and break a vase, treasure falls out of it? Dark Souls, Diablo type stuff. Anyways, somebody recently predicted that this would be the next thing they did. Who was that? Oh, yeah, me. So, yeah, they're doing it. It shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody that they're doing this. I've been predicting that they were going to do this for a couple of years now, pretty much ever since the Daggerheart was announced. Very interesting to watch how Daggerheart plays out in real time. Well, as real time as the show can be. But more importantly, this will be the barometer for how fans react. How fans react to Daggerheart. Will it have the same energy that Critical Role had early years, Campaign 1, Campaign 2? Or will it be more of a get back to D&D, this sucks, like Candle Obscura? Personally, I'm hoping for one. I think, as I have said dozens times, it is in their best interest to cut their ties to Wizards and just push their own thing. They do need to focus on one thing instead of, spreading themselves too thin with all the board games and other things that they're doing and the one-shots and the failure of Candle Obscura, and obviously Illuminated Worlds has failed, so they should just focus on Daggerheart for a year to see how well it does. And if at the end of that year it's obvious that Daggerheart isn't selling, then consider possibly going back to another system. We do know, I don't know how, this is 80% been confirmed, that during the previous live shows they've been doing over the past couple of months, they passed out questionnaires. And the response to the questionnaires was pretty much universally, no more Exandria, no more D&D. Surprising that the Critical Role fans would vote for no more Exandria, no more D&D. The non-fans like me, it's not a surprise. I think most of the non-fans want them to focus on Daggerheart and just let D&D die its ungrateful death that it's dying. But yeah, now is that 100% confirmed? Or is it just a bunch of hot water? I don't know. I haven't seen the actual numbers. This is just one of those things that I've been told, stumbled across, been linked to. But as with anything, until I actually see the blood and guts, I can't say for 100% sure. But I don't know. It feels like that's something that would happen. So we got that going on. I wonder, who was it, man? Who said they would do that? Or somebody. Some really handsome fellow. Oh, yeah, me. We've got Pathfinder and Starfinder Society updates just in time for PaizoCon and whatever else is going on with our friends over at Paizo, okay. We've got Pathfinder Society scenario number 699, Under the Eye of Mantis. More stuff from the Year of the Immortal. We've got Year of the Battle sparks off with the Pathfinder Society intro. Year of Battle spark, Enough is Enough at Gen Con. I guess Year of the Immortal is coming to an end. And then now they're doing the Year of the Battle spark. That sounds like a card game or a bad video game. I don't know. Starfinder Society Scenario 714 Final Assessment will go live on the 20th of May. Starfinder Society 100 Collision Length is a double-length scenario prequel to the new meta plot. And this year at Gen Con, we will see Starfinder Society 2.0 Year 1 storyline, Invasion's Edge. So brand new storyline for the brand new Starfinder Society. And paizocon will be beginning May 23rd through 25th. So I'm sure we'll hear more about the new scenarios from that. And the final story is something we already went over, but you know, it just bears repeating because it's just such ridiculously good stuff. And that's this story. We already talked about this yesterday. No new news today, but it's still news, and it's still just a sign of a larger problem with Wizards of the Coast and now WizKids, and that, of course, is the $70 that people spent for these. What it should have looked like, what it ended up looking like, what it should look like, what it ended up looking like, what it should have looked like, what they got. This one's the worst. What it should have looked like, what you got. What it should have looked like, what you got. And what it should have looked like, what you got. Yeah, but if you bought these and you're like, well, my God, you can get a refund, 100% refund. All you have to do is bring it into the retailer that you purchased it from. No questions asked. They will refund it. Or if you got it online, there's a form you can fill out and they will refund it. I don't even think they're asking for you to send the old one back. Just prove that you bought it, and yeah, they'll refund you because they're that embarrassed. This should not. And I love the fact that they're saying, well, we're going to investigate how this happened. What do you mean you're going to investigate how this happened? You put it on the market. It passed quality control. Somebody went, yes, market that. It's not like this is a mistake. No, you thought this was okay, and you thought the fans would spend $70 for this and not notice or not care how bad this is. Shame on you, Wizards, and shame on you, WizKids, but mostly shame on you, Wizards. And that's literally it. That's the only stories we have. We've got Critical Role announcement. We've got Paizo, new seasons of stuff, and paizocon coming up, Gen Con coming up, all the conventions coming up, Empire Con, Comic Book Con, Gen Con, OGGM Con, they're all coming up. Just one more time. This is what you could have got. Instead, you got this. Just stew on that, Wizards. Just stew on that.
Laughing aloud now, magic in the air. Wands roll around us, cast away our care. Friends in the hallways, adventures we find. Spells and enchantments, trouble on our mind. That's so Wizards, oh, 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 oh. Life is a spell we know. We're casting joy and glow, oh, oh. That's a Wizard show. Mischief in the